Want to hear a scary story? I submit to your approval. Tales of the Living Gas Station. It was a dark and stormy night. Yo, but for real, it was a dark night. I had just got off work. I was doing background for the movie Night School by Kevin Hart. And we was in Fulton County, mind you. So I'm thinking to myself, yeah, I need to get home. And a lot of people know what Fulton County is, or you might know some of the places by, like, let's see here, Club Wax or Trapeze. You nasty. I'm thinking to myself, it's 12 o'clock at night. I'm over here in Fulton. It's time to get home. So I'm driving, going down the road, minding my own business. And then the next thing I know, I run over something. I don't know if it was a possum. I don't know if it was a deer. I don't know if it was somebody. All I know is I kept going. And then the next thing I know, as I'm driving, I start to hear like, burp, 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 burp. Like I'm hitting the road kind of hard. I'm like, oh snap, I know what this means. Tire going bad. Okay, so I pull up to the first gas station, and then I notice that it's closed, but the air pump's still out there. First thing I notice, there's a good amount of homeless people there. You know, it's like not a lot of homeless people, but just a couple, a good many, about 3 of them. Cause the first dude asked me for $1, like comes up like, hey man, you got $1? And I'm like, nah, I don't got $1, bro. I'm trying to actually use $1 to get some air in my car. I gotta go. I get my little quarters or whatever. I walk up. Another dude asked me, hey man, you spare some change? I'm like, no, I can't. You just saw me get change. I need my change, bro. I walk up to my pump, put the quarters in the pump. I try to, and that's when I'm noticing like, it's kind of weird. But before I can think about how weird it is, another homeless dude comes up right behind me and is standing over me and is like, hey, can you spare some change, buddy? And I'm sitting there thinking like, what? You just walk up behind somebody without them even knowing that you there, like addressing yourself or something. I was about to pull out my imaginary pistol and just lay this man out real quick, like, you know.
I started blasting. Bang, bang.
OG shit. I'm like, nah, he goes away. And then that's when I notice this air pump does not work. I'm like, crap. So I'm just like, whatever. I see a gas station up the road to the left. I hop in my car. I go to that gas station and I'm just like, all right, okay. I don't know where they pump at, but we're gonna find out. I go up there, but this time there's homeless men and there's also drug dealers. And the homeless people and the drug dealers all there, you know, you hear usually, hey buddy, how's it going? I'm like, yeah, what's up? I know you about to ask me for money, so I keep on walking. Then another dude comes up shouting at me like, hey man, good gas. Good gas. When you in Atlanta, you know that's all you ever hear. And they ain't talking about gas at the pump. I'm like, no, I don't want to buy no drugs from the shady drug dealer at 1 o'clock at night.
I don't need it. I don't need it.
I'm tired and I don't want to deal with it. I go to the dude, I'm like, hey man, your air pump working? He's like, nah man, we don't even have an air pump. And I'm just like, good to know. I leave out of that. Fine, whatever. And then I Google my phone and I'm just like, okay, where's the next gas station at? My tire's feeling lower and lower and lower as I'm driving on it. It went from the to just whoop, whoop, whoop. And I'm just like, all right, whatever. I drive down a little bit more, find this new gas station, and I pull up to it. I check the pump out. It looks pretty good. Now, the difference is between this gas station and the rest of the gas stations though, it is a whole congregation at this gas station. It had to be a Texaco, I believe. Yeah, it was a Texaco. Shit always goes down at Texaco. I go to this Texaco gas station and, you know, I'm walking up and, you know, of course there's homeless, there's drug dealers, and this time also there's hookers. Hooker! Now, not only do I have people screaming at me, hey man, you spare some change. Hey man, good gas also. Hey sweetheart, look for a good time? No, and not tonight. I'm walking now with my last bit of dollars because I do not carry $1 bills on me like that. I use a card. And I get some more change for the pump. I walk out of there, minding my own business, mind you, as always. I turn on the pump, it's working, I can hear it. Okay, this nightmare is almost over. I put it in the wheel, and the next thing I know, all the air is going into the tire, but then all the air is coming right back out. So I'm like, shit, I'm stuck. And I'm just sitting there like, I'm not about to get out here and change this tire in front of all these dang people. And on top of that, I'm not about to have my back turned to these people. I call up my car insurance and I tell them like, look man, I need my AAA out here or whatever it's called. I pay you monthly for it, send them out here. It's like, it's gonna be about 45 minutes. I'm sitting there like, 45 minutes? I'm like in the heart of Atlanta. y'all ain't got nobody closer? Like 45 minutes, buddy. I'm like, all right, fine, whatever. So yeah, as I'm sitting in the car, then that's when I start to notice like the congregation, this giant mass, this is being held as like church outside of the gas station. A cop car comes up and then drives off. And I'm like, huh, that was peculiar. The same cop car comes up with another cop car and they got their lights on, but they don't got the sirens on. Next thing I know, they start rounding people up. And I'm just like, huh, wonder what's going on here. When they start rounding people up, then other people start, disappearing into the shadowy street corners or wherever whence they came. And I'm just like, okay, well, I don't know if this is a drug bust. I don't know if this is a prostitution sting. I don't know if they're just rounding up people for loitering. All I know is it's going down. And so I'm just like sitting in my car, thinking to myself, man, I hope these cops don't think I'm a part of this. I hope they don't come thinking I got anything to do with this, because I am just a, modern day citizen minding his business. What happens up next is, everybody left, and then they start to slowly come back. The congregation comes back, and I'm just like, hey, you think they'd learn something? And then about 10 minutes later, the cop cars come back. And this time, the people finally start to leave again. As more people are getting rounded up, and I'm just like, huh, this is starting to become quite the scene. This is like a stage play. They leave and they come back, leave and they come back, get more people, both sides. And I'm just like, all right, whatever. So after that, the cops have left, and of course, the congregation starts to come back. But this time, my AAA actually shows up. And I'm telling him the story about what's been happening at this gas station. And he's like, yeah, this Texaco right here is one of the worst places to be stopped at. A lot of stuff goes down here. And I'm like, oh, you don't say. I get my car fixed up. And I'm just like, you know what? Zoop, zip, zap, out. And I get out. And, as I'm driving down the thing with my new wheel and everything's fine, and I'm driving back home, and, I'm thinking to myself like, man, you know what? I was sitting here thinking the whole time, like, I hope these cops don't think that I'm a part of this. I hope that I don't end up getting booked on some dumb shit, just for being black and all that. And, hoping I have a nice and safe night where everybody leaves me alone. And then it hit me, even though all this was going on, the cops never once came and checked on me. The one man just sitting there with a flat wheel at the gas station with all this crap going on. Didn't see if I needed help, didn't see if anything was wrong, anything. And I'm just like, huh, that's pretty fucked up. But the moral of this story is, keep an air pump. That's why I always have an air pump with me wherever I go. Because you do not want to get stopped at the gas station looking for good gas, prostitution, or to give somebody $1. Oh, by the way, he's a ghost. Happy Halloween.
Hookah!
Alright, so today's homie of the day goes out to one of my favorite hairstylists in the world. One of my favorite hairstylists, her name is Kay. She's like the only one I go to now because she be doing a thing. But besides hairstylists, she also provides lovely products, cosmetics, business coaching, brand development plans, hair tips and secrets, and also sells accessories and more. That's right, she's not just a hairstylist, she's a business owner. So it's that like a hairstyle business owner, but she does so much more than that. Y'all need to check this young lady out. She's doing a thing. I got all the Instagram handles, her YouTube, her website. That's right, she got a whole website, and it's not a Wix. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's the real deal. But also what I want you to do is to check out, she's doing a lovely pop-up this Halloween with bundle giveaways, cash prizes, a free raffle, be performances. There's gonna be vendors. It's just gonna be a wonderful event. Yes, there will be food. Yes, there will be drink. It's just a place that you need to go to. And not only is this a Halloween pop-up, this is also the grand opening of her lovely boutique itself. That's right. My girl's got a physical store coming up too. So that means for all y'all old people who don't know how to work internet yet, or y'all just don't trust buying things online, you can actually now physically go to her store and buy that shit. And you know, I had to do this homie of the day because not only is she one of my favorite people, but like I said, I'm a customer, so of course I'm gonna support. So thank you, Kay. I appreciate you.